exported. So I'm going to copy this file now. Ctrl C. I'll come to my templates. Let's go to my model. I'm going to place it somewhere here. Place it here. This is for my ST01. I'll do the same for ST02. File, export, DXF, on group, OK. Now copy this, Ctrl C, templates, and I'll paste. I'm going to move this quantity table away. Let's move it to the right hand side. Move to the right. Okay. And we're going to zoom in. Here I'm going to remove things I don't need now. So I'll select this and select the dimension lines. I don't want these dimension lines. I also don't want the column labels. When I'm done selecting, I'll right click and select similar. You ensure other things are not selected in this drawing. Nothing is selected. And to be sure, just hold down Shift and draw a window below and draw a window above, just to unselect anything that might be selected. Then I'll hit delete on the keyboard. Now I'm left with the reinforcement. I'll select it, right click, select similar, and ensure yes, okay. You see this? I have to unselect it by holding Shift on our keyboard and drawing the window. I don't think there's any other one selected. I'll give it a style 1. Let's change the color. I'll have to expand this. Change the color. I'll give it a dark red color. And I'm gonna move it a little bit. Just move it slightly towards the column. And I'll pick on the column. Right click, select similar. Ensure no other thing is selected. And to play safe, hold down Shift, remove. Hold down Shift, you secure. Let's give it a color, block. And let's, okay, this is not this. Let's make it thicker and make it 35 mm. Zoom in to see this. It's okay. Instead of dimensioning this grid again, I can just copy it from the one I did earlier. I have to delete this. I know these ones are too long for my scale 1 to 100. Remove this. Repeat the same process for here. Remove this. And I'm going to copy it from this one here with the dimension. Copy. Hit down copy. Common points. And I'll drop. Notice, oh, I copied the horizontal lines. I'm going to escape. I don't need the horizontal lines. I will select these ones. I only need the dimension here. I'll hit on copy. And the common points. Let's use this point. This is okay. And I'll do the same for this one. Delete the hidden axis lines. Come here, do the same thing for here. Delete the hidden axis lines. And I'll delete the boundary lines. I don't need these cyan lines anymore. Let's take this out. And take it out. I'll go back to my column details. Current column details may not be acceptable in some countries. because it's really not detailed enough. So for me, I always have to manually draw my column details, and I've shared my template with you. This is here. You can see this here, and this is for this structure, the training structure we're using, and this is for the C1 column, the C2 column, the C3 column, and the C4 column, which we talked about in our foundation details. And you have to include the numbers. We have 12 in C1, we have 1 in C2, we have 2 in C3, and we have 3 in C4. I have to make a sheet now. So I'll come here, right click, move or copy, move to end, create a copy, and click OK. I'll come to the copy. I'll call this column details. Let's remove the legend. We don't need it again. I'm going to use a column details scale of 1 to 50. I'll just zoom in to see this clearly. Okay, I'll make it scale 1 to 50. I'll do the same here, 1 to 50. Page 4. I think this should be okay for now. Okay. If you notice, I put my scales in twice. The reason is because from practice, I noticed that contractors want to cut the bottom of the sheet and not to disclose the consultant that's working. And I think this will be help them know the scale of the drawing after cutting the bottom of the sheet. I'm going to show my column details now. I'll double click the screen, find my column details. Okay, I should have it here. I'll give it a scale of 1 to 50 that I've chosen earlier. I'm going to arrange it properly till it fits nicely. I have something missing here. I'm just going to move it closer later. Double click the empty screen. I'll come to my model. Have this. I'll move it a little bit into view. Okay, column details. I think this is fair. And I'll include my column application plan now. So the same process. Move or copy. Move to end. Create a copy and OK. From this column application plan 1. Change this page to page 5. I'll call this column layouts. Column layouts. Scale 1 to 100. Scale 1 to 100. Okay, and I'll double click the screen and find my column application plan. for the first level should be here. Okay, this is for the first level. Change my scale to 100. Place it gently, and I'll copy this plan to the end. Oh, let's rename this. Come here. Make it number 2. Page 6. Double click the screen and find the one for the second level. Okay. Double click empty screen. Make this page 6. Let's make this story 2. st02. No. Column. Layout. st02. I'll do the same for this and make it st01 so that I can differentiate it. I'll save this drawing. Give it 2, 6. I think this is okay. Now want to draw the general arrangement drawing for the floors. Come back to Orion. You switch to the normal design mode. Come to st01. Oh, okay. I'm going to export this now. Come to File, Export, DXF Export. I'm ungrouping. Okay. I'll leave it this way. Come back to Orion, st02. I'm going to export this, DXF, ungroup, okay. So I'll copy this one, Ctrl C, I'll paste it here, Ctrl V, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to delete some elements here, so this would be this, since I don't need any general arrangement drawing. Okay, I don't need the column label, I don't need the reinforcements, I don't need the strips, I don't need the length. When I'm done, I'll just right click, select similar and delete. I'll do the same for the rest of them. Right click, select similar and delete. Right click, select similar and delete. I think this is okay. But in the roof level, since we don't have any slab here, we're going to remove all of them here. I'll select this, the slab, envelope, and everything here. Select similar. I'll hold on shift so that I don't adjust this ones here and hit delete. I think this is okay for me. Let's escape. Remove my boundary lines. This line. Remove this one too. And I'll make this a void for the staircase. Ctrl C and paste it in my template. Let's go to model. Paste it here. I'll move this a little bit to the right. Okay. I'm going to copy my dimension lines and the shorter grid lines. Pick on my common points. Delete hidden grid lines. And I'll pick on my beam labels, right click, select similar, ensure no other element is selected. To be safe, just do this. Okay, and give it a style. Let's call it style 1. Here's my style 1. Okay, style 1. Zoom in.